Kidzuko.
Butterfly in the sky, I can go twice as high. Take a look, it's in a book, a reading rainbow.
Hi, welcome to Reading Rainbow. I'm Michael the Librarian. In the book, More Than Peach, author Belen Woodard wrote about how she spoke up about a problem and made a real change in her community. That's activism, when you see a problem and you work to change it. Activism can be big, like saving a rainforest. That's really big. But activism can start small, too, like sending a postcard to a local leader. Today, we're gonna find something we each care about and take one small step in making the world a better place with homemade postcards. Here we go. I am so excited for today, but before we get started, let's introduce ourselves. My name is Michael, and your name is?
Naya.
Nice to meet you. Vivian.
Liam.
Davis.
Davis.
Wonderful, all new library friends. Are we ready for our craft?
Yes.
Awesome. We are going to be making some postcards, and they are all about activism. Do you guys have any idea what activism is?
It's an act of kindness to help the world and protect it.
It is like saving the world. Activism is taking a step and supporting a change for something that you care about. So what we're going to do is we are going to create these postcards keeping in mind what would you change about the world? What matters to you? Yeah, let's get started. Let's start coloring. Any ideas? What would you guys want to change about the world?
I want world peace.
World peace, beautiful thing to want. What do you envision with world peace?
No one's fighting, no one's crying, no one's hitting each other. Everyone's having a good time.
Nice, man, I love that. Anybody else?
I would want the president to ban the zoo. I believe that animals should be out in the nature. I don't think they should be locked up in cages.
So you would support change for the betterment of animals?
Yeah.
Wow, that's activism. That is a big thing to try to make a change. It takes a lot to get there. You have to be brave. It is a hard thing to do, and that's okay. That's why we're starting small. What are you working on?
Saving the earth.
Saving the earth, I love that. What did you draw on the front? Can I see it? Just save the earth. That's exactly what you said, straight to the point. That's perfect. Now it's time to talk to an expert. Are you ready to talk to an actual activist?
Yes.
All right, let's talk to our activist. Hi.
Hi, Michael.
What's your name?
Blair Imani.
What do you do?
I make a show on the internet called Smarter in Seconds, where I help people get smarter in seconds about a variety of topics.
Do you all have any questions for our activist?
How do you become an activist?
Becoming an activist is actually very easy. Basically what you do is you sit down, or you can stand up, and you try to figure out something that's wrong in the world or something that makes you very passionate. For me, that started with education. And I learned that there were girls in a school in Mali, which is a country in Africa, that couldn't go to school because they didn't have enough money. And so I think I was 8 years old, and I did a bake sale with my friends, and we raised money to help those girls go to school. And boom, I was an activist. Because being an activist basically means taking action.
Wow. Does it matter what you do to be an activist?
It does matter a little bit. Typically, if you're doing activism, you want to do something positive instead of negative. But there are all different types of actions that you can do. Sometimes when we think about activism, we think of protesting and getting in the streets, but that's only one of very, very many ways. You can do other things like write letters to people who are in charge and let them know what you want to say, or give them a phone call. You can also raise money. There's so many people who need help in the world, and when we decide to take action to help them, that's also activism.
Oh, thanks.
Davis, any questions?
How do you turn into a president?
Ooh, so turning into a president actually takes a lot of steps. First, in the United States, you have to have been born in the United States, you have to be 35 years old, and you need a lot of people's support because they have to elect you into office. Typically, if you want to be a president, but this isn't always what happens, what you do is you start at a local office, maybe being in local city council, they might run for governor or mayor, and then they rise through the ranks, and then when they decide they want to run for office, they announce to everyone that they're running for office, and then there's a whole bunch of debates and hoopla, and then people decide, who am I going to vote for? And if enough people vote for you, that helps the president become the president.
Great.
I have a question. How would you inspire young budding activists?
That's a good question, Michael. I think that so many young people already are passionate about different things, and sometimes they might need a pat on the back or permission to do those things. So what I would say is that you don't have to wait to grow up. You can take action right now. There are so many things that we care about in the world, and sometimes what we need to do is have a conversation with our local librarian or a trusted adult in our life to be able to figure out and brainstorm what kind of actions that we can take. So I hope that you know that you probably already know what to do, and it's just a matter of getting the tools and the education and the right books to get there.
Thanks so much. Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Where do we write the person's...
Oh, the name is always gonna be, you can either write it above there or you can just put it over there, whichever you prefer.
Got it. Thank you.
Of course. Find the address of someone who can help. Maybe a principal, a mayor, or a community leader, and write their name and address on the right side of the postcard.
I do not know the president's address.
Write them a short message on the front left side. Tell them what you care about and what you hope they'll do.
I wrote to the president, please ban zoos. If you don't, please replace real animals with robot animals. I want real animals to be free in their habitats.
My postcards are all about equality and peace. My first one says that we should have peace on our earth. The other one says equality on the front. And please let people be completely equal, black and white, together as one on the other side.
So I wrote this to my mom because I really want her to help me. What I wrote to her is don't litter. First of all, it can spread to the wildlife and can cause them to sadly pass away.
What I wrote on my postcard is save the earth, and I also drew the earth. And when I wrote was Barack Obama, can you help me save the earth? If you will, I'll appreciate it.
All right, we are almost done with our postcards. We are activists, but to send out the postcards, we need some stamps. Are you guys ready for a stamp?
Yeah!
Awesome. Here we go.
A lot of stamps.
That's a lot of stamps. All right, so there's your stamp.
I need 2.
2 stamps,
Yeah, because I made 2 postcards.
2 times the change. We can all do this at home. Anybody can do this project with a responsible grown-up. We're all making change. We're all capable. We did it. We created our postcards. We're activists. Would you please give me your postcards so I can make sure they get mailed off to the right people? Thank you very much. Thank you. Beautiful. Wonderful. Thank you.
I'm gonna keep this last one because I haven't finished it.
Awesome. Thank you. Maybe you'll get a responsible grown-up to help you instead of me?
Yeah.
Yeah? Awesome. Okay.
But if I ever find you walking around and I still have this postcard, it's being sent to you.
Then I can help you out. Okay. We're gonna get these postcards mailed off. Thank you so much for joining us. You did a wonderful job. I dropped those beautiful works of postcard art in the mail, and hopefully we'll change some minds and change the world. You know, sending a postcard can just be one step in a whole journey of activism. Have a conversation with a friend. Talk at a local meeting. Remember when Belen spoke to people at her book signing? People want to hear what kids think of the world. For more info about getting active in your community, your grown-up can find out more online. I have a feeling you are all going to be just the change makers we've been waiting for. I'm still amazed that this book was written by a kid, but it turns out there are quite a few kid authors out there. So our friends at West Orange Public Library picked a few more books for you, all written by kids just like you. You gotta hear it from them.
I have a book to recommend for you, and it is called I Am Odd, I Am New. The book is about a kid who is 10 years old, who is in 5th grade, who has autism.
He was different than everybody else.
It makes me feel like it's okay to be different from other people.
Different is good because everybody else is different too.
Because if we were all the same, life would be so boring.
Take it from me, you want to read this book.
You should read this book because this book is really great.
I read the book Ballet Rap. So there's this girl named Belen. She does ballet and she usually wears pink, but she doesn't feel comfortable wearing that because it doesn't match her skin tone because it's only for like white people, so their skin tone shines. So then she starts wearing black and her teacher doesn't accept that. So then she goes to another studio and all of the kids look up to her and start wearing the same uniform as her. And the bigger picture is that if you don't feel comfortable doing something and someone doesn't accept that, then you can find other people. You gotta check this book out. I read You're Enough.
It was really, really good and the pictures were awesome.
It's about people who are being different from another person.
This book was written by Sofia Sanchez, a young model and actress with Down syndrome.
And some people make her feel different.
The book talks about how being different can be lonely, but we're all in this together and everyone needs a friend.
Being different is a good thing because everyone can be different. And I have 2 colored eyes, but not everyone has 2 colored eyes.
The message of this book is how to make friends and be brave.
Just because people don't understand you doesn't mean that you shouldn't be happy.
You never want to miss this book.
Stay reading to get smart.
Thanks so much for hanging out with me at the library today. We sent out our activism postcards and got a ton of recommendations of books by kid authors. That's all for today, but we've got plenty more adventures and plenty more books to come, so make sure to follow the rainbow. See you next time. I love books.
Reading rainbow.
Don't forget to check out some of the other fun videos on Kidzuko.